So how can you buy a house in a hot market and avoid multiple offers? That's what we're all trying to do. Let me tell you how you can. One of the best ways is to find a house like this. 1948 built, 1.5-story home. Beautiful brickwork around the front entry. Really good cement work here. It's got the original rails. They could be repainted, that's fine. Vinyl siding, so it's got maintenance free all around, including cladding on the eaves, around the windows, so totally maintenance free. This home is located in the Hale neighborhood of Minneapolis. Super hot, super popular home. Today there's just 2 houses on the market in this entire neighborhood. My clients were looking in this area, and the issue was they wanted to find a home, but their buying power was right at the bottom end of the neighborhood. I'll tell you the solution on how we fix that, but let's look at this house. That's much more exciting. Nice solid maintenance-free door. Inside we've got a nice foyer that you step into, including handy coat closet here. It has the old mail slot when people used to put the mail into their house. Most people don't do that anymore. It's kind of a cute remnants of the time when this was built. Nice paneled door, and then a smooth archway going into a really grand living room for this vintage of home and this size of home. You can see it's a very nicely sized room. It gets wonderful light from the windows. Got a big picture window facing out front. Got 2 windows to the side and a classic brick fireplace with a wood painted surround. Notice the redwood floors here, red oak floors, excuse me. These are all redone. So the owner was an older woman who had lived here for many, many years. And once it was time to sell, they redid the floors and painted the walls. So my clients are getting a house that are kind of all fresh inside, but could use some updating in certain areas and such. Before we leave this room, be sure to see the crown molding. It's got a nice cove around the edge that's plaster with a knockdown ceiling. Going back to the foyer, and from this angle you can really see there's a repetition of the arches going one room to the other. A little bit of higher end style given to this 1948 bungalow. It does have a formal dining room. This has beautiful corner windows, again bringing in a lot of light. That's south and west facing. Also has the cove ceiling. This one's smooth in here. It has some dated light fixtures. Those are easily replaced. There's a lot of things you can do that you see on TV. They're very easy to replace and fix up. A wonderful little curio shelf in the corner. We've got the painted woodwork, very popular these days. And it goes so well with the rich stained floors. The kitchen is a decent size for a bungalow. This has brand new appliances. That includes microwave, electric range, just has a warming zone as well, and then oven, all brand new, never used. Very nice of the owners to have done this update for the clients and for sale. New refrigerator as well, spotlessly clean, never used. And actually has they put a new sink faucet in as well. Really kind of classic design to this. It's a very nice faucet with the integral sprayer. The cabinets were replaced probably sometime in the 80s or 90s. A honey oak cabinet. They're a raised panel with a slight cathedral top to them. What's wonderful is they're custom cabinets, very nicely done. And a lot of people want what's popular today. A replacement of handles and hardware goes a long ways. I'm a fan of the woodwork, but a lot of people want to have enameled cabinets. You can certainly paint these. If you get someone who does it correctly, they'll fill the grooves and then they'll go through and enamel it. You want a real professional who knows what they're doing, but you could do that with these cabinets. Also, a lot of people say, oh, these countertops, this is old laminate countertops. Probably been here since the 70s or 80s. But this is a very simple replacement because really for countertops, we have this counter here and we have the counter by the sink and just a small one by the stove. Very inexpensive to redo these with Cambria or granite, whatever your desire is. Again, really nice. I hadn't mentioned the other thing the owner had done, besides the maintenance-free outside, had replaced all the windows in the house. So these are newer windows. They're not brand new windows, but they're newer. They're from the 90s or early 2000s. They're in really great shape, and they're much better weatherproofing than weather protection. So we've got these tight tracks holding them in. So very nice. Now, the floor plan, which is kind of really desired, is that it's a circular plan. You can come out of the kitchen this way and go back into the living room here. So really good flow if you're entertaining, really good for parties. People can move and mingle around and such. The floors continue through the house. In the hallway here, we have a nice linen closet. And then here, 2 bedrooms. This is the larger of the bedrooms. Again, we have really wonderful smooth walls, smooth ceiling as well, which was of the time. This probably has the original fixture here for a light. The floors were here, were redone, the woodwork painted. Really nice sized bedroom. And for a closet, this too is pretty good size. It goes both directions. Now for the other bedroom, immediately across the hall, this one too is a good size. A wonderful room for a nursery, a child, certainly a fabulous office. It's got windows to the backyard and windows to the north here. This has a newer fixture and it's got the same wood floors. The main floor was all done. It's very consistent. And a nice closet here. So let's talk about how do you buy a house in a hot neighborhood and avoid multiple offers? Well, you can do what we did on this house. We saw this house when it first came out. It was at the bottom end of the price range for the neighborhood. That needed some work. What we decided to do was wait, and we went back a week later. We thought, let it go a week. If it goes away in a week, we couldn't compete anyway because it would be in multiple offers. But after a week, we may have the opportunity. And sure enough, it was there after a week because it is a little tired in some areas. There's some areas to work on and fix up, and I'll show you those in a minute. But the nice thing was then we were able to negotiate. We paid full price, but out of that we got $9,000 in closing costs from the sellers. And what that allows is money to do that work. Buyers had money for closing costs. Now they're going to be able to use the seller's money for closing costs, saving their $9,000 so they can do some repairs. We also got a new roof because the roof was older. Most important in any house, of course, is the bathroom. So this bath, 1948 bath. What's really nice about that, I want you to take a look at the tile here. You can see how beefy it is, how big that tile is. It's smooth, it hasn't cracked, it hasn't moved. Tile at this time was really strong and beefy. You can see the floor is a special tile. They set a big base underneath it, and this is thick tile as well. And there hasn't been any movement to this, so it's in perfect shape. A lot of people go, oh, I don't like the color. If you can work with it, you've got fabulous tile. It's been here 70 years already. It's going to be 80 years, excuse me. It's been here 80 years already. It's going to be here another 80 years, so you don't have to worry about that. Someone put in a new sink, and as the owner here got older, they did take out the tub and put in a shower, so that's quite nice. You have ready to do shower here. From the foyer, we'll go upstairs and take a look at that. So here, these expansions tend to have a bedroom upstairs, things like that. In this one, it's done up a little bit different than the normal. but this can make a great master suite at some point. They put new carpet in, the owners put new carpet in, and we've got 2 rooms up here kind of open to each other. We've got classic knotty pine finishes on the walls. That was super popular in the late 40s through the 50s and such. Most of these were done with knotty pine. If you don't like the wood, those paint very easily. You can make it all kinds of different colors. These ceilings can also be painted different colors as well. This has the ceiling tile is sort of a bulletin board piece of material. So there's a room here. We've got another room over here. And one of the possibilities like this is to open it all up, put a bath up here, and turn it into the owner's bedroom, the owner's suite, if you will. This could be done as that. The other option is to make it into a children's bedroom, or in this case, probably going to be an office in this room, and then kind of a hangout space next door. There's storage under the eaves, and then there's this room. That's kind of interesting. This is where your kids will play for sure. It's a little hidden area. That's kind of a dark place. What a great place for a fort. Or to pretend you're Harry Potter. We'll go downstairs and we'll look at some other parts of the house. Some positives, some negatives. Talk about what's going to be done to fix it. Clearly the person who lived here was very short. This handle is way low. But they did put new carpet here as well. So did a lot of nice things to freshen the house. The rec room down here is done in classic 1970s paneling. It is just as it was put in. And 70s style is kind of back in style. So this actually might become a playroom or a family room using burnt orange and avocado furniture. We'll see, but that's a possibility. There is a lot of storage down here. Big closets. Could use some freshening, but there's a lot of good storage space here. So that was a finished area of the basement. This is the unfinished area. There's actually quite a bit of room here to finish more space downstairs if desired. It's got a lot of unfinished space here. Really good workspace, wonderful for hobbies, great for working on your bikes. The furnace is newer. You can tell that by the size here. And the water heater is relatively new as well. So that's very good. And this was done during the 1940s, where the tinners for the furnace people put in these ducts that moved in smooth movements, and every one of them has a damper on them to adjust. So they don't do that anymore. I love it when I find that, because that's going to keep you in a position where you can regulate the heat in the house to the various rooms exactly the way you want it. It's just fabulous. Today we use those plastic tubes and they have so much resistance, the air doesn't move so well. These are designed to be aerodynamic. So a wonderful touch, and having the updated furnace helps and such. One of the things I'd like to point out, in this vintage of house, they were really big on how they supported the house. There's a lot of steel that was used in the late 1940s. Coming out of World War II, there was a lot of leftover steel, and they used a lot of steel in it. This one didn't do that, but look at the size of this beefy beam that's holding it up. Really nice, on great 6x4 posts here. And they used a plinth block at the bottom, so they're not going to rot from the bottom. A lot of people don't do this right. They have the post go right to the floor. Water seeps from the ground, gets into the post, and over time it rots it out at the bottom. We've got this beam, and we've got a second beam over here. This is a 6x6 post holding this up. Really fabulous, solid. So when you're looking at a floor system, this is wonderful. The joists are about 14 inches on center. They've got the 45 of the subfloor, gives it a lot of support, and then they put the wood floors on top of that. They also did fabulous hand-cut bracing to hold everything square and perfect. Down here, there's no bathroom. You do have the stack. You've got plenty of room to do a bathroom. That's probably in the future for an improvement. So when you look at a house and you go, it's only got 3 bedrooms and 1 bath, I really want 2. The place to do it here is a place to put it upstairs. Yes, it costs a little bit of money. There are loan programs for that, grants programs if you qualify. But the other thing is, it's something you can work on over time and make it your own and such. So lastly, over here we have the electric service. This is a Square D box. It looks like it's from the 60s or 70s. It hasn't changed much since then. Square D is a fabulous brand of box. This is something that confuses people. Why are there all these hooks up here? When this house was built, it had wood storms and wood screens. And these hooks were a simple system of keeping them organized and hanging them in the off season. We'll take a look at the backyard now. This is an area where some people might have gotten scared off from the house. You can see the fence is quite old. This was a fence that was very popular in about 1963. It's worn, it's leaned, it's in tough shape. It'll probably just go away. Very easy to just tear it out, break it up, and get rid of it. But in the backyard, it's a nice open backyard. It's got trees. It's got a gorgeous, gorgeous silver maple here. Huge, will shade this yard nicely. We also have a cement patio that was put in some time ago, but a wonderful place to hang out. With some cleaning up, you can see over the years there's been plantings back here. It'll be interesting to see what pops up this year as we get further into spring, but great areas to work with. The sidewalk has bucked and heaved some, but you can see that the cement slabs are actually in very good shape. So some mud jacking or getting some pulling them up and having dirt compacted underneath, having a workman do this, could bring back a nice smooth sidewalk to the back. The doghouse has to go. Obviously they love their dog. They never got rid of the house. I can't imagine how old that is. And there's a 1-car garage off the alley. So nice, almost a 2-car parking pad there as well. So very nice exterior, a nice yard to hang out in. So on the silver maple, it's got some long branches. So trimming those back would be wise. It's not ideal to have those over the house and such, but that's something that can easily be done, hired done typically in this case. And then we've got the air conditioner. So that was not replaced when the furnace was replaced. The air conditioner is older. So one of the things we're doing is we're buying a home warranty on the house. And if that there's a need for repair or replacement, the warranty may kick in and cover that. Just to help, it's kind of like having a belt and suspenders. A little bit more protection, a little bit more safety and such. But thank you for watching this video about how to buy a home in a hot neighborhood, avoiding multiple offers. I hope that's been helpful. The Hale neighborhood is very popular, and if you're looking for a popular house or any kind of house, remember, in real estate, this bud for you.